Israeli forces are at the border with Gaza, gathering for a ground offensive that could start at any time after Israel's warning to Palestinians to evacuate past its deadline. This morning, thousands of people are trying to get out of Gaza and of Israel, and now Israel is evacuating communities within 2 kilometers of the border with Lebanon. Joining us from Kingston this morning is CTV News military expert and former NATO Forces commander, retired Major General David Fraser. Good to have you back with us.
Anne-Marie, good to be with you.
In response to the terrorist attack by Hamas, Israel has already been conducting airstrikes on Gaza, which we know is one of the most densely populated areas in the world. We've seen the images of residential areas demolished, rubble-blocked roads after Israel says it's now dropped 6,000 bombs on the Gaza Strip. It is home to more than 2 million people. What is Israel hoping to achieve now in a ground offensive?
Well, right now, what Israel is trying to go after probably command and control nodes of Hamas. They're going after the tunnels that allow them to get from Gaza into Israel. So principally from the pictures that we've seen and from what we've heard, they're going after Hamas targets. However, because it's so densely populated, some of the Palestinian civilians are probably being caught in this barrage. Add to that, what they're doing is they're gaining intelligence right now to get ready for the assault into Gaza to go after Hamas. What we've heard so far is about 1 million people have actually evacuated out of the area, exactly what the Israelis wanted to do. But as much as they want to get in close combat with Hamas, we should expect a lot of civilian casualties in this assault.
You mentioned that network of underground tunnels. Some people say they run around 500 kilometers. What strategic advantages will Hamas have as they fight on their own territory?
Well, from all the pictures, all of us should look, when you are fighting in a built-up area, the defender has the advantage because they know the area. The more that you rubble it, the more defensive works that you create for the defender, and it's much, much harder for the attacker. So, in short, Hamas has the advantage defending, and the Israelis are going to have the disadvantage of attacking. This will be a bloody, resource-consuming assault, and unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of death and destruction. So the advantage right now is Hamas. They are waiting, and that's why the Israelis want the Palestinians out of there. So whoever is left will be, in simple terms, the bad guy.
U.S. President Joe Biden is calling on Israel to exercise caution in Gaza. Right now, Israel has destroyed the telecommunications infrastructures in Gaza. There is no internet. There is no phone service. What do we know, and how will we know what's happening on the ground in Gaza?
Well, the only way we're going to know is what the Israelis tell us, and whoever is left in Gaza to get up on whatever system they have left there to tell the world what's going on. From our perspective, it's going to be really hard to determine what's going on the ground because of what you've just described. And the Israelis are working really hard at determining what is on the ground. Most of all, where are the 199 hostages that Hamas is using as human shields along with the civilian population so that they don't kill them and they only go after the Hamas terrorists themselves. But information flow will be exceptionally hard the longer this goes on.
What happens in Gaza after a ground offensive? What is Israel's long-term plan?
This is actually the million-dollar question. Nobody actually knows. Fundamentally, Israel doesn't want to occupy Gaza because, that is just simply a lose-lose situation for the people in Gaza and for Israel. What they want to do is just get after Hamas and make sure that Hezbollah doesn't get involved in the fight and destroy those tunnels. The objectives are to destroy Hamas, to destroy the tunnels, and to reestablish their authority and confidence of the Israeli people that they can actually protect and run a country called Israel.
Major General Fraser, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Glad to be with you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.